Okay, I'm gonna end my turn.
What? There we go. All right. Hello. Am I on? I think I'm on now. Yeah. Cool. Where'd my chat go? Hello, everybody. I think this is working. We on? We on. Okay, cool. Let me get chat up so I can see what the hell you guys are saying. Cool. Tell Sam something. And now, you log on here. Why can I not see chat on here? Okay, what's up? Hey, everybody. Happy Thursday. What's up? Go fuck yourselves as well. All right. Well, if you don't know, now you know. You are watching the official Whitest Kids Twitch. Hey, what's up? Hey, everybody. Happy Thursday. Oh, and there's me repeating. Oh, no. There's me repeating on there. Jesus Christ. How do I turn that off? Okay, cool. Okay, so thank you all for being here. You made chili yesterday. Well, we're making something kind of chili. And, oh, wow, someone really clever suggesting that I make hot dogs. How long did it take you to think of that one? Okay, and if this is a new setup that I'm trying just for this time because we're doing something different. And anyway, so if the sound isn't good, maybe I'll turn my gain a little bit or something. If anything's not good, let me know. You made chili Monday? You know what? It's like... it's chili season, right? I mean, obviously when it gets colder, it's good too, but it is definitely a chili making vibes. You know what I mean? And my good knife is still dirty, so we're going to use this knife. It's not that bad. All right, so today I'm making cornbread topped chili. Now, a little background for tonight's session. First of all, yeah, if you don't know, I had COVID. And I got over it. I mean, it's already been over a month since I tested positive. But, you know, what happens is you still feel shitty sometimes. And just now, right when I was coming home from work to start streaming, I felt so shitty. And when I got home, I threw up just a little bit. And I don't know if it's from the green tea that I just made and, like, slugged down before work. Or maybe some bad wildlife. But now I feel fine. So, fuck it. You know, we're just going to keep going. If I fall over and, like, start puking until I die or something, or just having, like, blood diarrhea, that'll be more entertaining, you know? Tell you what, you guys get the hype train up to level 5, I'll die from blood diarrhea on camera. How's that sound? Yeah? I don't know if I can really do that by command, though. So, yeah, tonight we're making a cornbread top chili casserole is what it's... I guess it's a casserole because it's a bunch of stuff in a dish. I mean, a casserole is really like a salad, right? Kind of, sort of. So, and I didn't get a chance since I was throwing up to do, to cut my onion ahead of time. So, you guys, I'm sure any professional cooks out there why would you watch this? Why are you watching this? But, if you are, you'll probably be like, man, this dude doesn't know how to peel an onion. But, is there any good way to peel an onion? I don't think there is. Is there? I don't think there is. Let me bring chat back up. What's my best advice to stay positive in the face of adversity? Don't beat yourself up for moments when you feel negative, you know? Is that weird advice? Does that work? You know what I mean? Dude, this fucking onion. See, this is the kind of dead air, weird stuff that I try to avoid because who wants to see me struggle with this? So you guys probably do, right? Because isn't that why you guys even like me? Because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to need a measuring cup for that. If you're just joining us, you're watching Zucchini Boiz with me, Timmy Williams, from the official WKUK, on the official WKUK Twitch. If you don't know why this exists, well, neither do I, but as far as this show. But this channel exists because we're trying to fund... God damn it, I want you to be able to see the stuff. Okay, there we go. This channel exists because we're trying to fund a movie, and so that's what we're doing. And it's a blast. Okay, we already are at level 2 of Hype Train, so, all right. Akin to, or similar to, the last time that the first time that I did the cooking show, if I hit level 2 Hype Train, I'm going to start cooking another entree at the same time. So if you are just catching up, we're going to cook cornbread topped chili casserole. And if we hit Hype Train level 2, I'm going to cook, I guess I wouldn't say regional, but definitely a seasonal for this region meat thing. It's not going to be very hard, but it will still be fun to try and cook 2 things at once. So that's what's going on. Look at that. We're already almost level 4 already. So 4 professional cooks says you're an adequate cook. Okay, thank you. Probably my brother, right? Thank you to Pink Robots for gifting subs and everybody. Thanks, Torque and Mangle. Thank you, everybody, chiming in for subs and everything. I'm so much worse than Zach is at paying attention, but I'm getting better. So if I miss your sub or whatever else that you're doing, you know, I love you and I'm sorry. And so the first step here is you heat up some oil and you get the onion going in there. And actually, you know what? I don't even know if I got to clean out my pan yet, because like if you're just jumping in, I fucking had a momentary sickness from, like, I don't know, either some bad green tea, does that exist, or bad fish. But I came home and threw up a little bit, and I'm fine. Anyways, we're using a cast iron for this, and I did not get to clean it out that well. Not that you need to do a super good job with cast irons, you know. I mean, that's kind of their point, is they just absorb all the filth, right, into their tastiness. Not really. You still need to make sure it's not, like, you know, fucked up on the bottom. So anyways, doing that. And if we hit the Hype Train all the way through level 5 or whatever, then I'm going to start cooking a second dish. Anyway, so what you need first is 2 cups of chopped onion. I wanted to have this done ahead of time, didn't get to it. So here's, you know, if you ever wanted me to cry on stream, here you go. I look like a samurai? Thank you. Okay, post-viral fatigue, Timmy, I have it too post-COVID. Okay, interesting actually, Eliza. You know what? Because I was thinking, Eliza, that maybe it's just I didn't drink a lot of water this afternoon, but I slammed some coffee and green tea, so maybe my body's just not prepared for me to be fucking rat, you know? Good thing it wasn't tequila or fucking, you know, horse. I don't do any of those. Never did one of them. Oh, this is another reason why. Oh man. Oh, it's getting to my eyes now. And again, the professional cooks, I don't know how well you can see my onion chopping, but okay. I just need it chopped up enough to kind of get things moving here. So I need 2 tablespoons of oil, large cast iron. Oh my god, that onion is pungent. Oof. That is a pungent onion. Okay, so we're going to start off by warming up 2 tablespoons of just canola oil. That one overflowed a little bit, but that's okay. In a pan over medium heat. And again, I'm using my cast iron skillet. I believe it says medium-high heat. Yeah, medium-high heat. And for me, 6 out of 10 is medium-high, because I've had this, you know, I've been running this place for years and had this range for years, but I still can't figure out exactly where the heat is, so. Technically, people are paying you to do this, so you're technically a professional chef. Oh my god, you're right. Chew some mint gum and your eyes won't tear. You know, it's weird that you said that, Meadows. And that's a good thing. I'll try that again sometime. I'm currently trying to lose a little weight again. And I'm such a fucking bad nighttime snacker that the other night I bought myself a whole bunch of gum. And instead what I did is I just, like, ate it all, just chewed so much gum that night and chewed all of it. And so I did have mint gum. Isn't that fucking weird? Put the onions in the freezer for a bit. Okay. All right. I like these. Okay. A chopping knife. What are you guys saying as far as tools? Yeah, this tool sucks. This is an old shitty knife I have. It's even from my marriage. But I have a good one. I just didn't clean it. But yeah, you know, I don't have fantastic kitchen tools. I got some stuff. As you guys, anyone that's watched the stream before, you know that I have some cool bowls. Like, these are vintage Pyrex bowls. And I've got a Lodge cast iron that I really like. But yeah, I don't have all the stuff, you know. So next up, once you get the oil going a little bit, we're gonna throw in 2 cups of chopped onion. Okay. So there goes that. And you know what? I have so much onion around. There's a little bit left. Yeah, I'll save it. You never know, right? So I'll put it in a container. Just a little container. Here's an interesting thing about getting along with your ex, especially when you're a parent and co-parenting, right? So I live in a town with where my family lives. I'm not too far away from my mom's house. And so, you know, my daughter, I share with her mom, and my daughter also spends a lot of time at my parents. So we're always end up giving each other food. So I don't even know where I got this Tupperware from. One of them, and they have Tupperware that it's mine that, I don't know where it's gone. So it's kind of interesting. You get a lot of, you get to share fucking Tupperware. Okay, so we're going to get the onion going. And in a little bit, we'll be getting the pork ready. And that's fun. So, I can't get, chat was, okay, chat's all fucked up. Okay, cool. So, chat's all fucked up on there. Okay. I kill as DM, thank you. And thank you to Meadows Hands for gifting and doing subs and everything. And I'm a thick, sexy man. I'm trying not to be quite as thick, because I was really thick a little while back, a couple years ago. Then I got less thick. Way less thick. Lost 80 pounds. But then I put a little bit of that back on. And I'm trying to lose that again. So that's kind of where we're at. So it literally, leave the fridge door open the entire time you do this stream. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Okay. Add onion chili powder. Oh, I need to put the chili powder in there. God damn it. We're doing okay. We're doing all right. You know what I need? I need a set of more dependable measuring spoons. I don't like the ones I have. So I was going to make my own chili powder. But, which I've done before. I just didn't have time to do that today. But something I like to do. Because really, you go out and you buy chili powder. But really, you probably have every fucking thing in chili powder. You probably have all that stuff in your cabinet, like very, very likely. So we're doing 3 tablespoons of chili powder. I'm doing mild chili powder because my 9-year-old daughter's going to eat this and she doesn't like spicy stuff. Yeah, she's getting there. We're working on it. But, she's still not that brave when it comes to spicy things. In fact, when she was, 3 or 4, it was around Christmas time, we were making hot chocolate, and I put a candy cane in her hot chocolate like you're supposed to do. And she tries that and goes, ugh, it's too spicy. So she thinks peppermint was spicy. I mean, she doesn't anymore. She's slowly getting better at the things, like that. But anyways, you know what I didn't do yet? Which I normally do, and I normally pat myself on the back of these for doing. I didn't warm up the oven yet. Oh my god. We're okay, though. We still got a little ways to go before we need it. Zucchini, boys, I hired you to be my DM. I don't know. I'm not really sure how that would work. Okay, add pork and 1/4 teaspoon each salt and pepper. Okay, so now here's the deal. Someone just brought up the name of the stream. Yes, it's Zucchini Boys. This is the name of my cooking show because the last couple times I cooked, the first 2 times I made stuff, I made zucchini things. So, this week, I was thinking, you know what? I'm going to make something different, right? We're not going to do baking. We're not going to do zucchini. We're going to do something different. This is pork sausage I'm putting in the chili, by the way. So, the original recipe calls for just regular pork, but adds a little kick in the butt to do a little pork sausage instead. And again, nothing too spicy because my little kid will like it. Anyway, so I was like, ooh, what's something different I can do and get away from the whole baking zucchini desserts thing? I'm like, I know, I'll make that cornbread chili that I like. So here I am making it. So this week I'm prepping for it and getting the ingredients and shit, right? Well, wouldn't you know it, after you get the onion going and start getting the sausage browning, you're supposed to throw in another vegetable that'll help add some body to it. But it's not really a vegetable, it's a fruit. And you know what it fucking is? Zucchini. So, there you go. It's zucchini. So So zucchini, apparently, even when I don't want it to, it's always going to be a part of the stream. I don't know. That's just how it happened. I didn't ask for it. You didn't ask for it. Nobody asked for it. But there it is. So we're going to cook the... That was a little more than a quarter, but who doesn't like salt? And here's some pepper. Okay. So, you gotta, while you're cooking the pork, you want to get it all chopped up, right? Show us the zucchini. I can't show you the zucchini in my pants. If I can learn about Twitch. You can't do fun sex stuff on Twitch, right? Maybe if I turn this into an OnlyFans cooking show. But, you know, I know we all like to joke about how sexy I am. But I think that would honestly be a colossal failure. Okay, so, we do need 2 cups of this, though. And it needs to be diced, so... I wanted to save it for effect, but now here I am trying to figure out, oh god, we got to get this cut before the sausage gets too far along, right? So, okay. For the love of God, close the fridge. It's been closed. What is people's problem? You know what? When I had an old stream of channel of my own, you could choose. You know, when you're a mod on your channel, you can choose what words to mute. There are 2 food types that I would mute, and it makes me want to do that because it's like, you know, that was fucking 12 years ago. I get it. I'm glad you guys all liked it. I like it too, but I'm cooking other stuff today. All right. Use corn flour instead of cornmeal for cornbread. Well, too fucking late. And actually, the first time I made this recipe, I used a more fine-grained corn flour thing, and it doesn't work as well. So this cornbread recipe, I feel like is better served by thicker grained, more full-grained cornmeal, and I will tell you why. Why? Because you make this cornbread sit on top of the other stuff, right? Now, if you have the grain too fine and it gets a little too viscous, it runs in between, and that wasn't as good. So I have liked it better keeping the cornbread thick and keeping the cornbread batter thick by using more heartier grained cornmeal. So, but I like your suggestion. Keep that energy going. I'm always open to it. There's only 2 food suggestions I get annoyed by. I'm kidding. Well, kind of kidding. It does annoy me, but I also love that people do it because it means that you guys like what we did, so that's cool. Or it might mean that you're just trying to bother me, which, you know, is a pretty common trait of people, so it's fine. Okay, so I'm getting the zucchini okay diced up. There's a few big chunks. What are you going to do? It needs to get the hell in there is what it needs to do. So, I'm going to do that now. Just a little bit of raw onion before. So it needs 2 cups of diced zucchini. We're just going to scoop her up. Scoop up the 2 cups. Put it in there. Oh, yeah. Get this going. And you know what? So, if you're just joining us, you might miss the fact that I was barfing shortly before I started the stream. And I feel okay now. I think I just had something bad for lunch or something, or as I mentioned, might have been some rotten green tea, which I don't know if that happens. I don't know how life works. Anyways, but so I'm not going to be streaming as long tonight, which I guess just matches up with the fact that, well, if I was just puking, maybe I should take it easy. So, because this dish isn't as complicated, but shit, I haven't been paying attention to the hype train. Did we hit it? Did we hit the over 100% on the hype train? I didn't even frickin' look. Self-barf Thursday. Well, if you miss Zach, you could always just log off until he gets back on. Alrighty. Rotten green tea, right? See, that... Ambly Amberg, holy shit, you know what? I double steeped my green tea. I used 2 bags. That's totally what fucking did it, because now I feel fine. That's totally what did it. Good catch. You don't even know you were catching it, but good catch. Alright. So, we're going to get rid of the rest of the zucchini. Not get rid of it. We're going to put it in the fridge. So I guess I need to figure out what to make with it next week, right? Because if I ever cook without zucchini, you fuckers will be so sad. Won't you? Right? Alright, so... add corn and tomatoes with their juice and cook until heated through. Okay. So basically what we're going to do is add some corn to it and then a can of diced tomatoes with the juices. And here's a little tip if you're going to make this recipe, which I will post tomorrow. So with this recipe, I used frozen corn just because I didn't have time to, cut up some cobs and shit and get fresh corn. And I have found that while I love this recipe, a few times that I've made it, it's a little too watery at the end. So, if you are using frozen corn, you thaw it out first and then I drain it, and then I'll throw the corn in. And I'm sorry, everybody, I'm all over the place tonight. Did we hit the hype train? So do I need to do a hype train thing? Because I have a hype train thing to do. And no, probably not playing Fallout tonight. Maybe a little bit. We'll see. So, sounds like I'll be doing multiple foods. Am I the only whitest kid that knows how to cook? No. No, I think we all do. Everybody knows how to do stuff. I would love to have other ones on here. Okay, we hit that train. Okay, we did. Thank you so much for telling me. Thank you, Meadows Hands, for telling me that. Okay, so we're still letting the pork sausage cook a little bit. In the meantime, I got the corn ready to throw in. And I've got this can of diced tomatoes that I'm going to open. You guys want a can opener tip? And I know what you want me to say. I'm not going to say it. But I had a can opener that I loved. And I put it through the dishwasher and it rusted and fucking barely worked anymore. So I never ever wash them anymore. Right? Hold on. I don't wash them in the dishwasher. Of course I wash them. Jesus Christ, you guys. Anyways, Zach can cook something with scallops and I think bacon. Yes. Well, I mentioned that once. I would love to see him do that again. And I need to turn the light on here. Is this going to fuck everything up? Alright, that's looking very good. Let's put on a hot glove. And show what we got so far. So this is the sausage and zucchini and onions and chili powder right now. And so what we're going to throw in there is corn and tomatoes. So I got just corn and a can of tomatoes. We're going to cook this stuff. And we'll have a little breathing time so I can get the hype train thing started, which I don't know if it's that exciting. It's exciting to me. We'll find out. Alright, so got the corn out of there. Got some diced tomatoes in there. Oh yeah. This is a big pile of food. Alright, I'll show y'all again here. Now I got the corn and tomatoes stirred in there. Okay. Alright, time to get another hot glove going. Okay, ooh, this is getting heavy. Maybe I need 2 hot gloves. Look at that. That's corn, tomatoes, zucchini, pork sausage, and onions and chili powder. And if you're just joining us, we're making cornbread top chili. And I think it's going to be pretty fucking good. And I chose this recipe and then completely forgot that it's yet another zucchini recipe. So how silly is that? Very silly. Okay. Dude, I would totally throw your diced green bell peppers in here. Can you send them through the chat? Can we watch you do dishes next? No. You don't want to see that. In fact, there's a reason you're only seeing half my kitchen right now. Okay, so let's talk about the hype train. So the hype train hit level 5, which means there's lots of people doing subscriptions, gifting subscriptions, doing Prime, emojis, all that stuff. So here on the Whitest Kids Twitch, whenever we hit level 5 on the hype train, we like to do more things. And what I'm going to do, similar to the first time I did this, I ended up making 2 kinds of bread at once. So I said, hey, this is my first dinner stream. Let's make 2 dinners at once. So here's another cast iron pan that I got from a friend, and what we're gonna do, her boyfriend killed a deer and gave me this venison. So it's been marinating. That's not like blood. It's been marinating. But so with venison, it barely needs to be cooked, right? I'm going to eat a slice of the venison, a little piece of the venison, a little piece of the cornbread chili. So, sorry if you're a vegetarian. Anyway, so that's what we're going to cook. I got to grab something over here, just a little bit of directions. It's generally pretty... Oh, you know what? I've had this light wrong the whole time. Does that look better now? Maybe. Okay, cool. Don't do what, man? Don't tell me what to do. Alright, so... Alright. So I'm going to drain them and then get them kind of ready to go. In the meantime, let's see how the cornbread chili's doing. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this would be pretty good chili already, right? But what we're going to do... Where'd I put my hot glove? Alright. We're going to... Well, we'll have it cook like another minute. We're going to get the venison draining over here. Oh, baby. It's going to be good. All right. So, basically, my friend and her boyfriend, it's my ex, my daughter's mom, but we're still buddies. So, her and her boyfriend, they live out in the woods, basically. And her boyfriend's like fucking Grizzly Adams. And so, he catches walleye and shoots deer and pheasants, all that stuff. So, but he loves to share the wealth. Just like when I make zucchini brownies last week, I share it with them. Anyway, so... he gave me some venison. So what I'm going to do is they've already marinated it in a bunch of stuff. She told me a lot of things. I'm going to just get a little oil going, medium heat, and just kind of fry it in there for like 30 seconds aside. That's all you really need to do. So she has a type. No, dude. If you met this guy. Okay, here's the deal. When my ex and I broke up, I guess the dude she dated before she met me was also kind of a chubby with dark hair. And then when we broke up, she dated a dude who was chubby with dark hair. But then the new dude is, like, fucking beautiful. So, like, perfect blonde, like, country, wilderness man. So, no, I think she broke the mold this time. So, good for her, though, right? And good for me, because he gave me venison and fucking walleye and other good things. So, okay. So, basically, once I got the venison drained, we're just going to... we're going to drain them. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of pepper on them. And then, like I said, just fry them a little bit of oil. But I think what we'll do first, while I let them finish draining, is we're going to make the batter for the cornbread chili. By the way, my oven beat. That means I did successfully get it warmed up on time. Alrighty. Venison better. He lives in Michigan. No, they all live out here. In Sodak, baby. He's not poisoning me. I was worried that maybe when I puked earlier that I puked from the walleye. Not that he would have tried, but because I didn't cook it that well. But no, someone mentioned that if you do too much green tea and oversteep it, it can make you puke. That is totally what I did at the office this afternoon, right before I came here. So it makes perfect sense. Okay, so first off, what we're going to do, before we get to the venison, the chili is cooked and it's kind of cool and it's fine where it is. We're going to make the cornmeal that we're going to pour on top. Someone's asking if I'm doing my show tonight. Can I say right now, bitch? Should I call him a bitch? It's a very good friend of mine. Yep, that's what I'm going to tell him. Okay, cool. Oh, Deanna Green, have you ever eaten walleye cheeks? Probably. I mean, out here, man, people just will hand you sacks of fish like, I'd have too much fish, have some. I've got too much venison, you got to take it. I mean, really, they gave me this venison today, but basically they were like, someone has to eat this before it goes bad, Because and I guess maybe that comes from the belief that, hey, if you're going to go out in the woods and kill something, you need to use it for good, for feeding yourself or others. So I guess that's where it stems from. But also, you just hate to waste anything, especially when it's delicious. So, but before we get to the venison, we're gonna get this the cornmeal portion of the evening going. So someone suggested earlier, hey, you should use a thicker or a fine cornmeal. They were actually suggesting corn flour. Well, I've tried that in this recipe the first time I made it, and I have found that I actually like the more stone grind, the coarse grind. That's the word I was looking for, coarse. C-O-A-R-S-E, coarse. And Good old Bob's Red Mill. He's got some good stuff. I don't know. I really doubt that they would ever want to endorse me, but I do enjoy their products. So we're gonna mix we're gonna whisk together the cornmeal and baking powder and a little bit of salt and pepper in the small bowl, right? No, in the big bowl, and then a buttermilk and egg mixture in the other bowl. Man, I did not properly prepare measuring cups. Man, feeling sick before this was the wrong move, right? I think I got enough dishes washed. Where's my fucking measuring cup? Okay, we'll just use this one. This one's fine. Okay, so I'll do this one. Timmy, can you make weed brownies? Not in my state and not on fucking camera. Why is your hair this way? Why is your hair that way? I love it when people have a problem with my hair because it's like, fuck you. My favorite is when people are like, why do you have girl hair? It's like, what do you mean girl hair? This is hair. Go look a doll. Okay, here's the measuring cup I wanted. Perfect. Okay, here we go. So, cornmeal. We need a cup and 1.5 cup of cornmeal. And I cut the bag shittily, so hold on. Okay, there we go. There we go. My hair is fucking sexy. Thank you. I agree. I like it. Nah, I didn't do a hairnet tonight because, like, it's not as, like, much combining stuff with my face over the bowl as it is with baking, you know? So I wasn't as worried about it. I put my fucking eggs. And then I need a half cup of a whisk. Oh, shit. I don't like to use... if I need to measure a cup and a half of something, I like to use measuring cups from the same set. And today I'm not doing that. I just feel like you're more apt to get a good, accurate count that way, but whatever. Okay, there we go. Okay, there is cornmeal. Done with that now. I wore a hairnet on the last 2 streams. Am I going to watch Borat 2? I don't know. I only watch horror movies in October. It's kind of become my thing now. Chili isn't real chili if there aren't a couple of hairs in it. Okay. Guys with long hair and tits are great. I don't really have that great of tits anymore. Hey, thanks to Chorp YC for subscribing through Prime. Very cool. Thank you to everyone else who's been subscribing and gifting and all that jazz today. We very much appreciate it and appreciate you because if you didn't know, this is all going towards making a animated White Kids movie. So... did someone really just ask about D&D? Of course they did. One came out like 2 days ago. What do you want from us? Okay. So, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, pepper again. In here. When people ask about a new D&D, like when it's only been a day or two since the last one, it reminds me of when we first started putting out Zoom videos this summer, or the spring, really. It's been a while at this point. And we put up a cool Zoom video of the 5 of us talking about something. It was the first time someone had seen, people had seen all 5 of us existing together, sort of, at the same time in years, And so we put out this video, and it was a lot of fun, and, like, we just had a blast doing it, and, people seem to enjoy it, and then you, of course, get people like, oh, that's so cool how you all 5 got together and tell a story, and it was really fun, and you clearly were having a good time. When are you guys going to do something? We just did something. It has not been over a week. One dropped out. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. We shot one on Tuesday. A new one is coming next Tuesday. We do it every 2 weeks. Sorry. That's me forgetting about the difference between shooting and posting. And I think the Twitch stream makes that harder because since we just do it live. But you guys don't want to see the D&D stuff live. It's like watching someone make sausage. It's not as fun. Okay. So we got the... Oh, and I need baking powder. How much baking powder do we need? 3/4 of a teaspoon. Okay. Dance monkey. Yeah, that is really a thing, isn't it? Okay. All right. Timmy, can you please yell bada bing? Nope, I don't do that stuff. I don't do stuff on request. It's weird. Okay. The fans are hungry for content. No, you know what? That's awesome. That's the thing is, like, when I bitch about stuff, it's only, like, I'm not very invested in bitching, okay? I I love that people are crazy about it. I love that people are waiting and waiting for us to do new Buckerson and Myers and stuff. You know, but I'm also almost 40 and have always been exasperated so much that I finally got diagnosed for my exasperation last year. And, you know, also I'm a fucking dad. You know, I'm like a dad. Like, oh, shut the fuck up. You know, like that. So, you know, when people bitch, I'm going to, even if it's out of a good place, I'm going to yell at you. But that's also coming from a good place. So, okay, the person said, please don't say bada bing. You got it. The TV chili is coming. We're getting the buttermilk cornmeal batter ready here. So with cornmeal, baking powder, salt and pepper in here. Did that. Okay, now we need egg, buttermilk, and 2 tablespoons oil. Okay, so how much egg am I putting in there? 1 large egg. Okay, we're doing 2 tablespoons of oil. Royal oil comes bubbling down when you're up on this oil. You guys remember Mighty Mighty Boss Tones? That's the best I got. I was a ska kid, but I was never super into the old Boss Tones. So, all right. Yes, North Zillith. Thank you. Thank you? I don't know. Yes. Okay, so it says 1 large egg. I'm gonna go large egg. Here's a note about eggs. So I get a lot of farm chicken eggs. I have a friend with Backyard Chickens who just gives me his eggs. I have some other friends at the chickens, and I bought store-bought eggs today because the farm fresh eggs I had were small, right? And when it comes to bacon recipes like this, I find if you have eggs that are smaller, like too small, it doesn't really, you know, you want a large egg, so I'm getting a large egg. The fact of the matter is, like, when people have backyard chickens, and I've had them before myself, those backyard chickens, some of them, depending on what you feed them and what breed they are, can have very small eggs, especially if they're younger. So when you need, like, when you're trying to bake things, and baking, of course, involves balance and chemistry and math, you want to have the right amount of egg in there, which means if it says large egg, it better be a large egg. Now, of course, sometimes when people give me chicken eggs, they are large, but sometimes they're not. So I just want to make sure. Get store-bought horse shit. Okay, now, yes, fucking buttermilk. Right, buttermilk is great. And for someone who just started trying to lose weight again this week, it's like a horrible thing to put in a recipe, but fuck it. So we're doing a cup of buttermilk. Oh, baby. And this is technically low-fat buttermilk, but it's buttermilk. It's got butter in the title. Can 2 small eggs equal a large egg, Timmy? I mean, okay, so I've done that before. Just said, like, this is fine. But you know what? When you think about it, you got a lot of yolk in there. That would, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of all out of whack to me, and I feel like let's just do large eggs. Did the Candy Crystal meth taste good? Man, that was so long ago. Yes, I believe it was minty. I think it was minty Candy Crystal meth. I want to say. I need another spatula. Spatula. This little one's fine. Spatula. Alright. Okay, sorry if that's a horrible noise. Is that a horrible noise? I did post my recipes last week right before I streamed on Twitter. And the first one I did, I posted them after. This one, I wanted to surprise people because it's technically a non-zucchini recipe. It's a dinner. It's an entree, whereas before I was doing like desserty stuff, but then this recipe ended up having zucchini in it, so I didn't want to spoil that silly little happening. But that's the only reason why I didn't post it. Okay, so now I've got the cornmeal mixed in with salt, pepper, and baking powder. I've got a mixture of buttermilk, fuck yeah, oil, canola oil, and an egg. And now I've made the batter. There's that. That's the batter. It's good. And as I said before, I like to use coarse ground cornmeal for this because I feel like it does a better job at staying on top of the pan, which is what I like in this recipe. Maybe that's not even the intent of the people that wrote the recipe, but that's how I like it, so fuck them, right? Okay, here we go. So, still a little hot. Still going to use a hot glove on this. But, where's my... I am forever losing pot holders. You know what I should do? Is we should make Zucchini Boys pot holders, and I'll be the first one to buy one. Because I fucking need one. A better one. Okay, so... Now we're going to pour this batter over the chili. Fuck yeah. You know what'll be exciting is soon I'm going to get a better camera. And I'm going to be able to fucking tilt it more easily. So that, like, for moments like this, you can just get right in on that fucking goop, right on the money shot. You don't want to watch me enjoying the money shot, although there's probably people out there who get off on that kind of activity, watching people watch other people and jerk it. Anyways, so now I'm pouring it all on there, and then we'll make the venison. And I'm trying to do them at the same time, but the thing is, the venison just kind of fell in my lap almost literally today. So, and it kind of needs to get used, but it doesn't take very long to cook because it's, I mean, venison is thin. You'll see they're very thin cuts, so it doesn't take too long. So, can I lick the spatula? You know what? The Timmy headcam would be dope. Good suggestion. Whoever said that. The hot gloves, yeah, the hot gloves are right here, dude. Zucchini Boy's hot gloves and pot holders would be fucking dope. That's a great idea. We had that together. We won't share any of the money. Okay, so here's what we got. Use a hot glove again. This is about to go in the oven, my babies. So it's we got the cornmeal batter on top of the chili. All right. So we're gonna bake that in the 400-degree oven, which I've preheated like a fucking champion. Ooh, that is heavy. There's a lot of good food in there. Oh my god. All right. So there we go. So we want to do, it says 15 to 20 minutes. You got to know your oven. It's always going to be more, you're going to have more fun and an easier time cooking if you kind of know how your oven works. My oven, it's a little on the hot side. So when a recipe says 15 to 20 minutes, I'm going to go, let's 17, 18, something like that. And so that's going to bake. I'm going to drink some water because I feel like I'm freaking out. Oh, you can see over here. Man, there's so many dirty dishes that you guys can't see. That's why, after I'm done streaming tonight, I think that's what I'm going to do. Any interest in DMing other systems down the road? Are you the person that always asks that? But, yes, we're going to... After the Buckerson and Myers campaign is over, we're not going to be done with RPGs. We're having too much fun. Too much fun. Okay, so next up, venison. And again, this is going to be an easy, quick recipe, so maybe I'll be eating some before too long. Okay. I'm going to get a tongs out, because I don't want to rub dead venison or raw venison all over my hands. See, and the other thing is when I have these last-minute plans to cook other food because of the hype train, then I don't get the proper tools washed because I'm a fucking slob. So, I wish I had some of those skeleton tongs they sell for Halloween parties. Like, would that be bad to just use those all the time? I could do that, right? Would that be alright? What the fuck are my tongs at? Anyways. Timmy is the venison god. That sounds cool. Is that like a Mastodon album or something? Is Mastodon even cool anymore? How fucking old do I sound when I say like, oh, Mastodon? Like, are they still good? They're probably still good, right? I enjoy it. At least what I've heard. Oh, here's my tongs. Jesus Christ. Alright, so I'm going to set this on top of this bowl. And you can just see my ass right now. That's fine. Enjoy it. If I can stick with my diet plan the next few weeks, it's going to go away a little bit. Okay, so we got this venison. So here's what the venison looks like. Alright. You know what? It's kind of drippy still, so I'll show you here. So it's thin strips, like this, of venison, okay? And I'm just going to kind of fry them up. And so basically we're talking about... Ooh, it's time to measure stuff again. Was anyone on the stream a couple weeks ago when I measured my asshole? Well, I've washed this ruler since then. But, so, you know, you want them about half an inch, but I think they're supposed to start about half an inch, and then I think the idea would be to maybe beat them down to a fourth, maybe. But that's more if I was going to bread them and fry them. They'll probably be fine the way they are. So that's not even really a half inch, maybe around that. Paratarian, I'm so sorry that I keep forgetting to ask you about, or talk to you about the DM screams. I'm so bad at that kind of stuff. I'm so sorry. Okay. So anyways, there's the venison, and it's been marinated already. The friend that gave it to me, I'm going to read the ingredients she used. I think soy sauce was in there. There's a lot of stuff. Oh my god. Okay. I'm almost there. Okay. Beef broth, soy, garlic, clementine juice, and zest, and Worcestershire sauce, and a little roasted sesame oil. So yeah, they have a whole bunch of shit going on already. That's fun. So yeah, I don't need to marinate it. So I'm just gonna fry it up here in the cast iron pan. So she let me. I only have one cast iron pan. It's the one that's in the oven right now. So I'm using this one. It's a huge one. All right. So. Dribble a little olive oil or butter in the pan. Ooh, what do you guys think? Olive oil or butter? I could try and do a poll. I don't think I have enough time to do that. How do I cope with being the most attractive of the whitest kids? I jerk off to myself all the time. I might even do it right now. Oh, yeah. And we're back. Okay, so, yeah, olive oil or butter? Oil, butter. Oh, a lot of people say butter. And you know what? Fucking, I'm kind of a chub, and I live in the Midwest, so you goddamn know I'm always looking for an excuse for butter. So, let me see here. Yeah, that's nice, fine. Okay, so we'll just put a chunk of butter in the pan. Oh, yeah. And, smoke point is lower. Butter or olive oil? Oh, fuck, I didn't even think about smoke point. Whatever. We can still make this work. Okay, so we're going to do medium-high heat on this burner, which is the right burner. I don't always choose the right burner, and then I'll do something very dad-like, like put my hand on it, you know, that kind of thing. Okay. Place this. Okay. So basically all I'm going to do is get this warmed up where the butter's melted. And then I'm just going to use this metal spatula and put these little babies in there and grill them for about 30 seconds each side, and that's it, and that's all. So, see how that works. Also, I have an electric range. But that's just how it happened. I just rented this place from an old family friend, and it's an electric range. What are you gonna do? But those dads and their burnt palms. Okay. I don't know if I wasn't really talking about smoke point, even though I said smoke point. What I was referring to is just kind of at the point where it kind of, you know, is ready. You know what I mean. Hey, I puked right before this. Fucking get off my back. Okay. Zach wishes he was as sexy as you. Yeah, okay. It's like, man, you've been alone for fucking 6 years. You don't even know if your dick works anymore. People wish they were as sexy as you. Yeah, you're right. I'm sure you're right. They gotta be right? Okay. What's my favorite Southern dish? Does New Orleans count, or do I gotta go with like Southern stuff? Southern, I would just say, you know, if you're going like Southern style fried chicken and waffles kind of thing. But if you're talking about regions in the South, I love Cajun New Orleans food. I don't cook that enough. I don't cook it that much myself, but man, love that shit. Yeah, sunflower oil's good. Flaxseed oil. You know what we could talk about, since I'm using all these cast iron pans, is seasoning and oil layers and all that shit. We'd love to hear what some people think about that. You know, so basically when you buy these Lodge ones, you're basically doing you're getting whatever they season it with, which I assume is just something simple. And what I will do to kind of re-season mine every once in a while is just canola oil, and put a little dollop in there, spread it around with a paper towel, get a very thin layer, heat it up all the way until it's smoking, and then turn it off, and that works okay. But one time I decided, let's fucking redo it, and so I put the cast iron pan in the oven and did self-clean mode and completely stripped it of seasoning. It was like this color of metal instead of black. when it came out. And then what I did is I layered it in flax oil. I took a whole day, like when my kid was out of town, a whole day or two, and just would put a thin layer of flaxseed oil and bake it in the oven for a while. I kept doing that. So, all right, flaxseed oil makes you poop. Okay. How'd you make Cajun food tolerable for your daughter without getting rid of all that Cajun heat? You know, that's a great question. And something I need to think about, because I do want to, that's a great idea. I want to start cooking more. Okay, so now we're going to start frying up the venison. So it's only 30 seconds aside, right? So we're going to just cook a couple experimental strips. Now here's the other fun thing that I forgot to fucking mention, of course, because it's silly. I've never cooked venison before. This is a first time thing for me. So we need to really, you know, this is historic, man. Alright. Luckily I got the timer running on the cornbread, and I can kind of use that. Wait, what did Cammytown say? That literally all foods make you poop. Yeah, that's right. You know what? In fact, I'd like to be at the grocery store and just think about, like you're buying all this stuff at the grocery store, right? You got your apples, bananas, your hamburger, your bread, whatever you're getting. Your hot dogs and baked beans. But you're getting all that stuff, and really, you're standing in line, and you're looking at all these other people standing in line, and what are you doing? This is just all future poop. That's all it is. It's all future poop, right? That's the whole store, except for like the magazines. It's like future poop. Fucking crazy. Okay, so I'm frying up these little strips of venison, and they're almost already at 30 seconds on each side. And man, they do look good, and they smell delightful. And so then what you do is, I'm going to foil tent them. That's right, I got to foil tent them. And, God, they got to come off already. You don't want to overcook them. Okay, so I've got my first 3 strips. I'm going to do a little foil tent. I'm going to bring this cutting board up closer to y'all. All right, so we got 3 that are like that, but they're not quite done yet. You know, when you cook meat, you got to let them rest. So we're going to do and the instructions here say about 5 minutes. So, do a little strip of this. Get these girls together. Let's do a little tent over like that. It's fine for now. I bet that was, you know, when I do some of the prep work really close to the camera, or to the microphone, I feel like it's like gotta be, for somebody, kind of an ASMR deal, right? So, serious question, when you got blasted in the face by those baked beans, did it sting? Abso-fucking-lutely it stung. In fact, I know we've talked about this before, but maybe you haven't heard us talk about it. My eyes hurt so bad for like days afterwards. Also, the beans, we were shooting in a TV studio, the beans were lodged in the wall, in the drywall of the set behind me. That's how fast they were coming out of that goddamn gun. So that's really something. We're getting a little bit of smoke going. I'm probably maybe I should be cooling the pan down in between cookings. But you know what? I think we'll be okay here. So don't pull back the curtain on the culinary arts like that. I don't even remember what I said. Okay. All right. You ever have those poops that are so hardcore you have to take off your shirt? Here's another look behind the curtain that you didn't ask for. A few years ago, my sister, we did like a white elephant gift exchange, me and my family. So everybody brought like a silly present that nobody wants. Somebody brought the squatty potty. It was my sister. And the squatty potty came with a sign that said, it had a bunch of gold star stickers on it. It says 4.5 stars would poop here again. And my sister gave both those things, and those are fantastic presents. And so anyways, when I use a squatty potty, I completely get nude from the waist down. So you can get squatted and get that shit out of your shitter, right? So, while I don't poop with my shirt off, I have done that. I think these venison are just about done also. And I'm going to let the pan cool down before I do the final round. So you off there, come off that way. Hot glove. So, we have a few minutes before the chili's ready. So, is that burner good? Okay. Set the pan cooling down on that burner. Cleaning a cast iron. There's a lot of different fucking theories about that. Some people think you can't touch it with soap and water. That's not true, I've found. I'll use soap and water sometimes to get the stuff out of there, but then you rinse it the fuck off. No soap left. and then you can dry it as well as you can with a paper towel or regular towel, whatever, and maybe even set it on the burner and kind of burn off some of that water a little bit. It's crazy, right? You got to do that. Squatty potty and bidet, the correct pooping experience. I like that. I would love to get a bidet, dude. Hey, thanks, Close Stars, for hanging out. And you know what? I'm so bad at this. Thank you to all of our subscribers for getting subscriptions and gifting and all the other rad stuff you're doing. It's going towards getting the movie made. I forgot to foil tent my venison. Anyways, it's going towards getting the movie made and everything, and we mucho appreciate it. I mean, it's just been fantastic, the response to this and the YouTube stuff and the merch and everything else we're doing. We're just so excited to do more Whitest Kid shit. It's gonna be fun. Your parents have one in each bathroom? That is fancy. Wait, hold on. Okay, so you guys are telling me how cheap bidets are. Now, I'm about to get some extra money from my other job from a thing, so I have been looking for what's a useful thing that I could, an extra that would be useful. Bidets are only $30 or $40, but, like, you're not getting them installed? Is it just something you hook up to a pump? Like, how does this work, man? Miss April. Oh, God. Yeah, dude, I'm cooking venison. Here's the deal, Inquisitive Mug. I started the night doing my planned recipe, which was cornbread chili. But then today, a friend gave me a bunch of venison that her and her boyfriend, he shot them and she marinated them. So she gave me all that, and so I said, hey, if we do the hype train, I'll make venison too. Kind of a, not as stunty as past hype trains for me, but still kind of fun to have to do two things at once. So here's the thing. Here's the thing about what? Dude, I'm so bad about that. Do my coworkers, everybody knows about Zucchini Boiz, you kidding me? Yes, my coworkers know. Alright, so it's just a hose, so I could just go get the garden hose, but my landlord probably wouldn't appreciate that if he found I was sticking a garden hose up my asshole. So, that cornbread chili is looking good. It's time to get a tester out. Now I use metal skewers for my testers. Right there. I could eat a peach for hours. Anyways, metal tester. You don't put it up your ass? Well, then you don't know how to fucking do things, do you? Alright, so the venison, this one has been resting for about 5 minutes, so let's give it a shot, right? Why not? And I'm going to be dorky here for a moment, and, okay. I've been dorky the whole time. Let's be fucking honest. But I'm trying to lose weight right now a little bit, and all I do when I do my weight loss is I just use a calorie counter. So I'm going to measure how much venison I'm putting into my big dumb face, so that I know what kind of calories I'm dealing with. So we're going to go ounces. 1. That's about 2.5 ounces. Probably not very much because I don't think venison is a very calorie high food. Okay, what do you do for work at the moment, Timmy? You said, yeah, I'm an insurance agent, and then I also do some other stuff, and I was doing stand up, and I decided in February I'm going to take a year off stand up, and then everybody had to take a year off stand up. Okay, so we're going to put this back on the burner, get that going again. We're going to check out the chili. Check out chili. Drop it in his little black pan. Nobody taught him how. Can I do that? Is that gonna get deleted from the stream? Our presidents of the United States of America, the band, are they very litigious? Is Pusa litigious? Alright, so what's my guidelines on this being done? Alright, that's pretty much done. I'm going to give it... I think I'm going to give it a little bit more time. Let me see here. Like 2 more minutes. I mean, nothing. Ooh. Okay, so we're going to do that. Do this. Boom. That's going to be done. Okay. Meanwhile, let's eat venison. Because here's the fun thing about... a problem I had the last couple streams where I did zucchini bread and then zucchini brownies was that I get done in the 7:30 and I haven't eaten dinner yet. Woof! But this time I'm like, oh, I'm making dinner on the stream, so I'll eat it right now, man. The chili looked done. Could you see it? It's pretty much done. I just wanted to give it a little... I wanted to get a little browner on top. Now, this venison, I didn't quite get medium rare, but it's good. It's got a little bit of pink left. That's good. That is good. Thank you, Bambi. Thank you, Bambi's mom. Or dad, whatever. Mmm. That's delightful. In fact, so delightful. I'll be right back. Okay, how many people thought I left to puke after I said so delightful? No. Is it picking up? Is it tracking? No? This is an applause sign. I guess it's too bright. There we go. That applause is for the venison. Good work, venison. Alright. Now, back to the main event. Oh, fuck yes. Okay, we're gonna need 2 hot gloves for this thing. Ooh. Oh, yes, baby. Alright. So, now I'm gonna come show you what we're working with here. This is the finished product, children. This is the chili, the cornbread topped chili casserole. Looks good, doesn't it? I'm gonna cut into it a little bit here. We're gonna let it cool. We're gonna put the hot glove down. Just set this thing right on the hot glove. Fuck it. So, how about a story? Sort of a story. How about some information? I don't think I've ever tried mutton. Good question. That applesauce sign. What applesauce sign? Oh, applause? This? Oh, you're making a joke about how you can't read. I'm sorry, you can't read. Alright, so I'm going to get the... While we let the chili stuff cool down a little bit, I'm going to get the venison cooking again. This time we're going to use olive oil. So I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil. You know what? I should probably scrape the pan a little bit. I'm going to use a metal spatula, which is maybe going to scrape off some of the seasoning, but it's not a huge deal. I think what I'll do is just kind of put a nice layer of olive oil on the top of that. Dude, this cornmeal, the cornbread chili meal is definitely dank. Good observation. Okay. It's also buck. My friend Sean Jordan from Sioux Falls, South Dakota likes to say. I don't know anyone else who fucking talks like that, but he does, and we love it, and we love to see it, don't we, folks? So. But again, looking done. So. Alright, you gotta measure the olive oil if you're counting your calories, but yeah, you know. I mean, here's the thing, man. Yes, I do need to make sure I'm measuring things to count calories, but as far as that goes, like I put a tiny little drizzle about in the pan, so I'm gonna let some of it run. But generally, you know, I keep track of like the big foods that I'm putting in my body, and I'll tell you right now, it's my third time doing that. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I lost 80 pounds in 10 months the first time, so I definitely got my method down. That is some fucking good venison. Yes. All right. You know, like that scene in the original. What's that one where all those hot teens kill communists? Red Dawn. There's that scene where they like drink deer blood, and they're like spirit of the deer, right? So that's what I feel like right now. Someone's still trying to, like, gotcha me about olive oil. I really appreciate it, but I got this. Trust me. I got ya. Alright? Dude, cam girl Timmy, I'm not gonna lie, it crosses the mind quite a bit. apple cider vinegar. So ironic, fan. You're gonna be very surprised in a moment. But I have a bunch of it. But what exactly do you do with it to help lose weight? Because I've heard that it is and is not effective. So what's your take on it? You know what? I gotta see to the venison here, but I will tell you more about my apple cider vinegar experiences in a moment. No, I'm not making chili, Jesus. I'm making two things at once. One of them is chili, which is done and is cooling down. I'm going to eat some in a moment. The other is venison strips, which I fried up because a friend of them gave me them. And those are going to be good. In fact, I think I maybe overcooked these. These things barely need to even fucking look at the pan. Thank you for whoever is trying to encourage people to care more about the chili than my sweet, sweet dick. Because, you know what? At this point, my dick's been in cold storage for many years. And it's fine. And I really, as I was saying that, I thought, man, it'd be really funny if someone walks in to the stream in the chat at that exact moment. Okay, so that pan is done with over here. Chili time. Who's ready for the chili? Look at that. It's good. It looks good. So, yeah, this pan's still super hot. What am I doing? We're going to put this over here so you see a little better. Now, I'm going to cut some of this bad boy up. And so, another thing, here's another thing. This is similar to tamale pie, apparently. So, if you're into tamale pie, which I've never made, apparently this is close to that, because it's like cornbread and spicy meat tomato stuff. Now, if you're someone who knows about tamale pie, tell me if I'm full of shit or if I'm close, because I don't know shit. Anyway, so here it is. Man, I wish you could. Well, you guys can kind of see it. Okay, let's get the bowl out of the way. I'm gonna get that rinsed anyways. All right. Would it be possible for you to make something that doesn't have to be put in the oven? Yeah. You know what? Great idea. How about, maybe next time I don't have a recipe, but I'd like to make, it'd be kind of fun to make another meal is just a very Midwestern mom casserole kind of meal that my daughter and I like. It's called Family Favorite Cheeseburger Dinner. And my favorite fucking thing about, like, mom recipes is when they use the word dinner or supper. Like, oh, here's easy easy taco supper, and it's like a fucking hot dish. I love it. I love those words in our native accent here. Not native accent, the accent of the types of white people that fucked everybody over when they moved here hundreds of years ago. Anyways, Scandinavian accent. But the, not Scandinavian accent, you know what I mean? The fucking, the Midwest thing that we have, the Fargo accent, whatever. It does exist, and some people up here talk like it. I've been told that I do sometimes, So, molasses cookies, people have been asking that because I mentioned it. Molasses cookies I'm definitely going to make soon. Here's the thing is I have decided, I mean, it's been fun doing Zucchini Boiz, right? My cooking show. People have enjoyed it, so I'm going to keep doing it. And here's the thing. What season are we entering? Fall? No, fuck you. Spooky season? Yes, love it, but no, that's not the answer. Dessert season! Pie, cookies, different kinds of bread, fucking bars, bar cookies. You like bar cookies? All that kind of stuff. So we're going to be doing that. Molasses cookies for sure. Soon. I'm thinking late October, early November, molasses cookies hit the spot for that. And then last year, my daughter and I went fucking bananas with the Christmas cookies. And so when we get closer to that, it's going to be like all Christmas cookies. You're going to get sick of fucking sugar. Just kidding. We're American. Maybe. And even if you're not, you probably love sugar too. Okay, so that's what we'll be doing. But yeah, lots of Christmas cookie recipes. A white chocolate and candy cane chip cookie. That's really good. Macaroons, a few things. So, yeah, exactly. Neon Q, you're right. And that's how it works, is I lose weight and then I get into the holiday season and it's like, but whatever, man. Fucking live it up. That's part of it. Okay, so, this venison. Mwah. The venison was great. I think I'm done with it for now. But I'm going to, we're going to try this, we're going to try this stuff. The chili. We're about to do it. We're about to taste the chili. I've not tasted it yet. Okay, so someone just said they like to fill a knish with leftovers. I think that sounds really cool. I don't know if I don't know if I've ever made or even had a knish. I don't quite understand what a knish is, but I do know that it's a pocket with stuff in it, right? And I love that every culture in the world has their own like fucking bread pocket filled with meat, right? All right. Timmy, is it pop or soda where you are? Oh, very much pop. So much pop that when you say soda, people are like, the fuck? Get your fucking hoity-toity liberal ass out of here. Maybe not so much. Okay, so I said before that I don't like it that this recipe gets watery in the bottom. This is watery, but, you know, it's chili, so it's okay. And I'm going to get you a close-up view of the chili here in just a minute, okay? When is Darren going to join? I don't know. I got to get Darren on here. He has so much going on. I think I have a lot going on. Darren has so much going on in his life that's like, okay. All right, well, I got a sloppy piece here. I want to get a nice together piece here to show the chat. Here we go. All right, cool. So, this is a close-up of a slice of the cornbread top chili casserole. Chili, cornbread. See? Top. Cornbread, chili. Cornbread on top. Cornbread top, chili. Yeah. It's going to be fucking good, too. I'm actually going to eat the piece that's on my other plate. Yeah, so, Darren is a sweetheart. I like him so much. So here's the slop. Why isn't dessert season all the time? Man, the people that spam questions, it's like, what are you doing? All right, so this is the sloppy piece, but it's going to be good, too. Twitch might ban you for showing porn. Dude, this shit is so good. Someone was saying stick your finger in it. It's really hot. And I was throwing up earlier, and I burned my hand the other night making dinner personally, not on camera, so it's fine. All right, so we're going to try this chili, though. It's good. If you're just joining us or didn't join us way earlier, it's called Zucchini Boiz because the first time I made something for a baking stream, it was zucchini bread. Then the next week I made zucchini brownies. So this week I'm like, I'm going to do something different. So I made cornbread top chili, which I love this recipe. Forgot until yesterday, fucking has zucchini in it. So again, it has zucchini. So, someone's saying they want this casserole to stick its dick in them. Sure. You know, I mean, that's the thing. It's a bread on top, so you could mold it. You know, you could top that. You could make the chili in the pan, and then just top it with dick-shaped cornbread. What was all a lie? No, there's still zucchini. There's zucchini in this stuff. Ratatouille would be a good one. I've never made that. Okay. The people asking for the recipe. I'm going to post it tomorrow. I didn't want to post it because I liked the joke of me thinking I won't cook with zucchini and then zucchini was still in it. So I didn't post it yet. It's coming. Keep your shirts on. Unless you don't want to. That's fine too. Here is the zucchini that I used. I need to put some of the leftovers away. I'm 3 dishes away from being Guy Fieri's greatest rival. What does that mean? Does he only cook... I've actually made 5 dishes so far. Since I started this baking stream, cooking stream, whatever. So what? He only makes, what? 8? He only makes 8? Killer CBH, I remember that night. That was a lot of fun. Cool. I'm getting close to wrapping it up. I'll probably just wrap it up at 7 my time, in about 15 minutes. Not only was I not feeling well before, but I gotta go get my brother a birthday card. So, it's his birthday today. I have a lot of brothers, and one of them was born on this day, 34 years ago. Who's saying fuck zucchini? How the hell did you end up here? Alright. I should be on Hell's Kitchen. I don't want to be on a reality TV show. I'm a fucking real person. You know what's funny? Someone told me about it today. Someone asked me, do you watch The Bachelorette? I mean, just look at me. No, I don't even watch what day it is and if I've had a shower in enough time. What's funny is apparently the current bachelorette is 39, which is my age, and obviously, which is older than they normally go with because they like to get dim-witted mid-20-year-olds. Anyway, so the new bachelorette is 29, and apparently met a dude before she was even done. I don't know how the show works, but apparently the bachelorette met some guy who just was so great that she, like, decided, I'm already done. I already met the dude. And he's from South Dakota, right? He's a bachelor from South Dakota. I was like, where was I? Where was my manager? I don't have any management. Where was my agent? I don't have a personal agent. Where was my representation? I don't have any right now. But I was just like, why was I not there, right? You got a lady who's my age looking for a hot South Dakotan? Ugh. But if you look this guy up, I mean, I know people like to say they think I'm attractive. This guy, fucking boing. I mean, Jesus, he's fucking... He like is a football, you know. He's like TV hot, you know. He's like a beautiful cheekbones, got wonderful eyes, and he's like built like a fucking brick shit house, you know. So, anyways, good for them. But I was upset that you know, they had a show about this lady who wants to fuck 39-year-old South Dakotans, and that I missed out on the train. So, speaking of train, maybe I should just call them. Maybe I can get in on it. All right. Rob Bungo, I'm holding a rose. That's really funny. I don't know how Sly Fox Ninja knows that. Because there have to be one of 3 people. 4 people? Not very many people. 5? Not a lot. Big filthy bullies. Different Timmy slut tiers. Would you be willing to get a gauge installed to your ear for a hype train? That'd be pretty funny, wouldn't it? So, you know, I'm about to wrap up the stream because it unfortunately can't be a long one tonight, but I'm not going to start falling. I'm just going to finish eating. This is the venison. So good. Yes, I'll be streaming on Saturday, twerking. Yep. I'm a man's man? I don't even know what that means anymore. When are we going to make a sloppy pussy salad? Well, I don't know if we could do that on Twitch, everybody. Okay. Well, I'm going to finish up my chili now. Chimney bleep, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, Sam and I did that in 2008. It was really fun to do. But wearing the makeup, putting on the makeup costume thing for that door was fucking crazy. I've never tried being vegan, no. When I was married and we lived in Portland, definitely did not eat very much meat. I used to do cleanses every once in a while to help lose weight. Not a crazy one. I just wonder if you could still eat food, but they basically suggested you eat vegan and raw as much as possible on the cleanses. So I did then, but I've never like been vegan, you know? Yeah. I want to see Timmy wearing nothing but a pumpkin. Again, you know, Twitch doesn't even like man nipples, from what I've heard. So, a lot of these ideas, while I'm super into them, would get us in trouble. It's a world that we live in. Man, I'm enjoying this cornbread top chili casserole that I made it myself. And that's a good thing. That's Martha Stewart, right? Or is that Bob Vila? What did Bob Vila say? I don't know. Nah, man. Nipples are all good, man. There's not beans in this chili. No. Ooh, carve a pumpkin. You know what? Wouldn't that be fun on the stream to carve a pumpkin? Because really, the Thursday, I've been doing this on Thursdays now, and the Thursday before Halloween would be fucking perfect to carve the jack-o'-lanterns, wouldn't it? Because then it's not too long before Halloween so that they might go rotten. That's a great idea. I'll do some with my kid off stream because you guys are creeps and I don't want you to see my daughter. But I'll get another one and I'll do that. I'll do like a late... Oh! I'll do a late night jack-o'-lantern carving stream on, you know what? What's that? The 29th. I'll do a late night. I'll see if, I don't want to hype it up too much because what if something falls through or I die? But yeah, I think a late night pumpkin carving stream would be kind of fun, right? Pumpkin seeds too. Here's the thing. I've never done pumpkin seeds. No, I mean, I get another pumpkin. I don't want another kid. One is enough. I know a Timmy head cam for covering a pumpkin would be great. Why am I getting flashback to Trick or Treat? You know what's cool is I'm obsessed with Shudder, which I guess that's cool, but that's not what I was getting at. I accidentally... I used to watch Joe Bob Briggs when I was a kid, and then Shudder, this horror streaming service, got him a couple years ago to do a marathon, and so I signed up for a 2-week free trial just to get Shudder, just to watch the marathon. Well, I didn't know that when the 2-week free trial ended, I figured it would go into a monthly fee. No, it went to an annual fee. Oops! But then I got it, and Shudder's fucking great. So I've had it for like 3-4 years. I was already getting into horror movies, and so Shudder was the perfect next level, next drug use, whatever the gateway drug, whatever's the one above a gateway drug. So I'm obsessed with so many horror movies now, and where the fuck was I going with this? Oh, so they do this great thing for around Halloween time called the Ghoul Log, where it's like, instead of, you'll have a Yule log at Christmas, those videos that are just like a nice fireplace. Well, their Ghoul Log is a jack-o'-lantern. And they did a couple. They're on the third one this year, and it's Trick or Treat themed. And I've never seen that movie. Been meaning to get to it, but anyways, I didn't really default to annual. I just didn't read the instructions. I mean, Shudder, even in like their films and like they've kind of got a progressive thing going on, even but they still aren't afraid to show really fucked up old horror movie shit either. So they're really cool. Like. When all the Black Lives Matter stuff started this summer, they posted all the Maniac Cop movies. It's like that. I don't think that was an accident. I think that was just a rad kind of maybe under the radar statement. Monster Vision Collection, that's cool. Pumpkin Seed Brittle, that sounds great. Yeah, I really want to see Trick or Treat. Someone said it's a good Halloween movie. Well, I should hope so. But hey, what are your guys' favorite horror movies? People just pipe in. I'm just going to finish eating and we'll talk about horror movies, then I'll be done. Can you raid Shoom Room? Yes, I'll raid Shoom Room. Great idea. I kind of forgot how to raid. But let me get in there and see. I got to get another token from Sam. But yeah, we'll raid Shoom Room in a little bit here. Okay, Jambalaya is great. Maybe I should just make baked beans and hot dogs one night and then just flip off the camera the rest of the time. That could be fun. Any other Whitest Kids members streaming today? Sorry I disappointed you, but Zach streams every day from 2 to 5 Eastern time, and he normally plays from software games. Like he's been playing Bloodborne. He played the Samurai one that Sekiro. He loves Dark Souls. So... Okay, Evil Dead's a great one. I just watched Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness the other week. This week I watched Blood Quantum, which came straight to Shudder, but it's made by Indigenous and starring Indigenous people from Canada. It's a zombie movie that also involves like kind of some not very subtle statements on colonialism and white people fucking over natives. And as someone who lives in another part of the world where that was a big issue, South Dakota, it's fun to see. We did reach the hype train, so I had to make 2 dishes. I made the cornbread top chili casserole, which was the plan. Then I also made just fried up some marinated venison strips that a friend gave me today. So those are very good. I had a couple, and they were really good. Wait, Zach was talking about Blood Quantum? Or was he talking about how we screwed over people when we moved here? I should watch Train to Busan. You know what? Here's a little internet etiquette lesson. What if you said, Timmy, have you seen Train to Busan? Instead of telling me what to do. Because, yeah, I've seen it. I fucking love it. You're right. I should watch it. But I did a mental health thing this year where I decided I'm going to stop telling myself should for almost everything. And instead I go want. Right? Because then you're not putting pressure on yourself. I want to watch Train to Busan again, so maybe I will soon. You know what I mean? So Zach was talking about Blood Quantum. Did Zach like it? Because I feel like Zach and I both like horror movies, but every time I've asked him if he liked one, he didn't like what I liked, and then he likes one that I didn't like. So I feel like we're just fucking... Dude, I've always wanted to see Greasy Strangler. He said he liked Blood Quantum. Great. Well, we could be bros, because I liked it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars on my Letterboxd. But I started watching it for a second time this Monday for Indigenous Peoples Day, and so I thought that'd be a fun one to do. And there's not a lot of horror films made by Indigenous people, unfortunately. So, anyways, I tracked that. That wasn't hard for me to track down because it's on Shudder. I have Shudder, so I watched it, and it's great. A lot of fun. There's a, without being too spoilery, there's a dick biting scene that's just fantastic. What else have I been watching? I have a little girl, so she is interested in being scared, but does not like being scared. So we've been watching a lot of Universal horror films, the old school ones. I got like a collection of them. That's what I bought with my COVID relief check. It was a Blu-ray set of like the big 8 Universal monster films. So anyways, so we watched those. She really loved The Invisible Man. She likes The Wolfman a lot. She really loved Creature from the Black Lagoon. We watched the original Blob the other day. Not great. I mean, it's okay. It's cool. The blob effects are cool, but it's kind of slow and boring. And Steve McQueen is so fucking weird in it. He's just weird, man. It's like, well, okay. You see Steve McQueen, you're like, okay, here comes the coolest, sexiest person in the universe. That's his character in every movie. But in The Blob, which is one of his first films, he's like a fucking nerd. It's so weird. It's so weird. Do I like Svengoolie? I've never watched any Svengoolie stuff. I've not seen Teeth. That's my opinion on The Dark Knight. I love The Dark Knight. I think it's a great film. I would show your sister around South Dakota. Stephen King. What about Stephen King? I've not seen Cannibal Holocaust yet. Yes, for that reason. I just don't know if I want to see the animal stuff. I'm really open-minded when it comes to a film. Even stuff that I'm against in life, if you're doing it in a film and it fits the story, maybe I'll be okay with it, right? But, the killing animals thing for real. Lambaron, what is Zot? What is everybody yelling at? Someone said Lou Reed, that is dangerous. What did they say? You missed some stuff. Okay, I love the original, or I haven't watched the original thing, but obviously John Carpenter's remake is great. Love that. Love the birds. One I watch every year. I actually am a fucking cheeseball where I watch Halloween on Halloween. It's good. It's great. Talking about newer ones on Shudder, I recently watched this one called The Cleansing Hour, which is like it's a new possession. It's a new demon possession movie that just came out, an exorcism movie, but it involves the internet too, and it's a lot of fun. Honeymoon was all right. I know a dude that's in. Wait, is Honeymoon the one with the girl that played Ygritte in Game of Thrones? The Burning? I've always meant to see The Burning. Great noir. Okay. Well, I love the dick biting scenes, but yeah, gore porn stuff. Yeah. I've never seen The Collector. That's another one I've been meaning to watch, and I've not watched Nosferatu. If you're asking me if I've watched a TV show, it's a good chance the answer is no. I just don't watch a lot of TV shows. I watch a lot of movies. Honeymoon. Okay. Inquisitive Mug. So I briefly went to Viterbo College in La Crosse, Wisconsin in 99-2000, and one of the actors, one of the dudes that I knew there that was studying acting is in Honeymoon. He's not one of the two main characters. He's the guy. There's not very many people in that movie. He's the guy that's in that kind of old store or whatever they go to later on in the film. A Serbian film, yeah, I've heard about that. So we don't mention Game of Thrones. That's fine with me. Terrifier, I've always been meaning to watch. Forest, no. Pan's Labyrinth, I would count that as horror. I love Pan's Labyrinth. Antichrist, I've never seen that. The thing is I like horror movies, but I don't like movies where it seems like we're just going to show you fucked up shit for no reason. Because it's like, come on, if you're going to tell a cool story, you know what I mean? That's why I like stuff like... I mentioned Halloween, but my favorite old school horror movies is, if you even call it old school or whatever, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because it's a great story and it's like terrifying. I love it. It Follows is cool. I like It Follows. I've not seen Green Book or Chef. Okay. Silver Bullet. Phantom of the Paradise rules. Great suggestion, Ben Falvey. That's a great movie. Who'd have thunk, right? Who'd have thought that a 70s glam rock update of Phantom of the Opera would be so much fun? The Apostle. You mean the one directed by the guy that made the Raid movies? I have not. No, I've not seen two. Stop asking me. What's the most South Dakota movie? We're not talking about Saw. We're talking about the Texas Chainsaw movies. But I actually have seen all the Saw movies, and I liked them. I watched them all. I'd never seen one, and then that one that just came out a couple years ago, part 8 or whatever, was coming out. So I'm like, I'm going to watch them all. And I watched all fucking 8 Saw movies in a week. And then I'm pretty sure I was very badly depressed after that. Fargo is not even really a North Dakota movie. Someone's asking what's a South Dakota movie. Somebody said it's not Fargo. Well, Fargo actually takes place 99% in Minnesota. They just didn't want to name it Bemidji or Brainerd. So they named it Fargo because it's a cooler sounding name. From Beyond is on my list. I'll be watching that really soon. Reanimator's great. I've been meaning to rewatch that one. Yeah, Minnesota's a great place. I love Minnesota. I kind of wish that I lived there. Anyway, South Dakota movies. Well, you got Dancing with Wolves. That's all South Dakota. The Terrence Malick film, which is always every time someone says the statement, begin the sentence with the Terrence Malick film, you're like, oh, here comes pretension. But no, he's pretty good. The Terrence Malick film Badlands all takes place in South Dakota. Mentioning Fargo, pieces of the Fargo TV show take place there. But if you follow me on Twitter or Facebook, you'll remember that I actually made a mention of South Dakota in horror films this past Monday. Because this past Monday morning, I didn't have to work. My daughter wasn't around, so I just I'm going to watch a horror movie in the morning, like for breakfast. Not really into trauma films. Maybe I'll catch some sometime. I watched Surf Nazis Must Die, and it was like, eh. Anyways, okay, so I was watching a movie this Monday morning, and I'd seen it many, many times. It's a horror film that I love. But I forgot that the two main characters are like these roughneck hired hand types, and one of them, for the first part of the movie, until he loses it, he's wearing a ball cap for a business that I forget whether it was real or not, but for like a factory place in Yankton, South Dakota. So it says Yankton, South Dakota on it. It's Tremors. So he's running away. At some point, he's running away from one of the Tremors and loses his hat. And when I was talking about it, I like to call the monsters in those movies the Tremors, even though I know what they're really called. And people were like, you mean graboids? It's like, nah, I fucking meant Tremors. You can keep your correct term. I'm having fun. The Void was cool. I like The Void. Never played a lot of LucasArts stuff. Fight Barn is a damn good movie. Where'd you hear about Fight Barn? Timmy, what's the most disappointed you've been in a movie? You know, I'm someone who, I don't know if I call it a skill or a detriment or just the whatever thing. I have an easy time finding reasons to like just about any movie. At least finding a little bit. Like if you follow me on Letterboxd, almost everything is like 3-4 stars. But my daughter recently got into the Chronicles of Narnia books, and God, those movies are fucking terrible. They're just so boring, you know? Oh. The problem with the Narnia movies to me is that, you know, they were clearly chasing that Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings thing of like, you know, just trying to be so grandiose and epic. So, like, every shot in those Narnia movies is basically someone being like, look at this magic! Isn't the magic magical? Look how magical magic is! Have you seen the magic of magic? It's so magically magical! It's like, fucking calm down, you know? The cool thing about the Narnia books is they're not like that. You know? Wait, did we just get raided? Shit, because I'm, like, gonna be done soon. Oh, God, we did. Hey, everybody, what's that? Should I make something else? Can I cook something else? What else can I cook? Let's see here. Can I cook something else real quick just to cook something? All right, let's do something for the raid. Since we got raided, we're going to do something fucking random and crazy, okay? I have a bunch of, oh, that's the onion. Okay, good. I have a bunch of stuff that I need to use up, all right? So we're going to grab some ingredients and throw them together, and we'll make something since we got raided. I didn't even see who raided me, but thank you for raiding me. Some people just don't fuck with beans. Dude, I would put beans in chili, but this isn't a beans chili recipe. That's all there is to it. Plus, if you knew a little bit more about me, you'd know that I would be very hesitant to come on the Whitest Kids Twitch stream and do anything involving beans. Anyway, so there's the cornbread top chili we made. We're going to do something random right now. I don't know if I have any clean pans. Hey, thanks to BMRNG for gifting stuff all over the place. I don't know what Timmy cakes are either, but okay. So let's get a... Okay, I'm going to clean this pan out. And we're going to cook something totally random because we got rated and that's fun. And, you know, I'd hate for the few hundred people that just showed up to suddenly have me go bye-bye. So, oh my God, there's a mess over here. You can't see it, it's fine. We're going to clean this thing, this pan. And yes, my fridge is open right now. There's one person in the stream who has some sort of complex that makes them mad about it. I'm sorry. I'm getting to it. Okay. All right, dude. No, you know what I'll do? Fuck that. Fuck this pan. Fuck you. This big old cast iron that I used earlier. Okay. We're just going to use this. I'm going to scrape it out a little bit. And we'll just use this pan. So, make something for dessert? You know, I don't really have... That takes a little more planning. I don't have just throw together dessert stuff. Here's what I want to do, everybody. I got these ingredients that I have leftovers of, and they need to get used, like, now. Or I'll have to just throw them away. It's always more fun to fucking figure out a way to use them, right? So, scraping up this pan a little bit. Get that stuff out of there. And then we'll go over the ingredients, and we can figure it out. So, what do we got? We got, I already pulled some stuff out, but there's some more stuff. The fuck did I put there? Oh, there it is. Okay. I think we can do something here. Okay. Here's what we got. Thawing the black mold. Okay. Timmy, show us your fridge. You don't want to see that. Okay. So, we're going to, as a third bonus cooking thing, since we got rated by a bunch of people that I don't want to leave them hanging, we're going to, yeah, all the demands are annoying, but I'm just going to try and ignore them. So I'm going to get the pan going. It's kind of got some burnt stuff in it from when I cooked the venison, but we're just going to pour a bunch of olive oil in there. I'm trying to use up this thing of olive oil, too. I got another bottle. All right, so here's the leftovers I have. I have a bunch of cubed cream cheese. I've got the onions from the onion I chopped up earlier. Got a wee little bit of salsa. Okay. I've got a bunch of sliced mushrooms and chicken. Shredded chicken. It's kind of old. It needs to get used. In fact, I might even be playing the ponies using it right now. I think it's okay. So, Timmy's going to cream cheese us. Do I cook every day? Pretty much, yeah. Let's do an olive oil butter blend. Where did I put that butter? There we go. Okay, because I feel like if you're doing mushrooms and onion, you need butter involved, right? That's the... we're going to use this. So, make it into a sausage. Well, you know what? I do also have some tortillas. Now, here's the thing that I said earlier. I'm not... I'm trying to lose weight right now, so whatever I make right now, I'm only going to taste a little bit of it. Because I'm, like, counting calories and stuff, so... All right, so... What does TOS mean? Cray, South Dakota, streams boss recipes. Okay, well, let's throw the onions in first, because onions, you always, you do that first, right? Alright, get another spatula out. Okay, going through everything today, I tell you what. Alright, so we're going to get these onions going, right? And then the chicken is cooked and shredded. It's just a little old. What are you going to do here? I'm worried for your future gastrointestinal health. I'm just going to throw a bunch of shit together. Ambly Amberg is pretty much on the right path there. That's kind of what I was thinking, Ambly. I do have a little bit of... You know what? I got a tiny bit of shredded cheddar. And a tiny bit of shredded mozzarella. So, yeah. Hopefully the chicken is that, not this. Okay. Terms of service illegal on Twitch. Okay. Wait, you seriously can't give yourself food poisoning? Man, I'm so sick of the liberal media run secret shadow government telling us that we can't puke on camera. Man, we have absolutely no freedoms because you can't specifically do this one thing. Alright. So the onion's cooking up in all the old venison drippings and the butter and olive oil that I just threw in there, so that's probably 10,000 calories right there. Fuck yeah. When are we adding the hot dogs? Yeah, everybody's saying hot dogs. Pat yourselves on the back so hard that we can hear you. Okay. Timmy is such a nice dude making another dish for the Raiders. Yeah, you know. Why not? Okay. Okay, I'm going to dump in all these mushrooms. It's a lot of mushrooms. No, I have not caught any of the new SNL season. I am so bad at watching TV. I'm just terrible at it. I don't even watch comedy that much, which is funny because people figure that, you know, people that have done comedy watch comedy. And it's like, no, I don't. I like horror and action movies, man. I love Scott Adkins. I love horror movies. I love fucking Michael Jai White. I like Gareth Hugh Evans, the director of the Raid films. Someone asked earlier if I'd seen Apostle. I've not seen Apostle yet. But I'm kind of stoked that you guys told me Zach was talking about Blood Quantum. I'm so glad that he likes it. Okay, here goes in all that chicken that might be bad. It smelled fine. It looks fine. It's probably right. This is not chili. See, this is what I'm worried about. People are going to get confused because I haven't updated the description. The chili is done and made. All right? Chili's done. Chili's done. It's great. It's right here. It's cornbread top chili casserole. Okay? Now, when we hit the hype train, I promised to make a second dish. For that second dish, I used some venison a friend gave me today, and she had already marinated it, so I just fried that up. And a little bit of butter. And now, we got raided. So, I'm cooking a bunch of other shit. And what I decided to do is I'm just going to take all the leftovers that I'm trying to use out of my fridge. The stuff that needs to get either used or thrown away. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm frying together this fucking mess of a whole bunch of shredded chicken that was kind of old, over a week old, maybe 8 days. And then some onions and mushrooms, and I just threw in a bunch of salsa. So basically what this will be good is something to probably just put in a tortilla, you know, like maybe for lunch tomorrow. Let's see how people are responding to all this. No, this is not actually extra zucchini. The zucchini I put in the chili I had to buy because I thought I was done with zucchini last week. And I was done with the zucchini that I had. But then I decided to make this recipe for tonight's stream. The first one I made, the cornbread chili. And in preparing yesterday, I was like, oh my fucking god, I can never escape zucchini. This recipe has zucchini in it. I've made this recipe many times and forgot that. So, anyways. Okay, so we got the salsa mixed in. Maybe I'll show you guys what we're dealing with right now. Where's my hot glove? Here's a hot glove. Alright, what's my favorite food? I love pepperoni pizza. Am I friends with Paula Dean? No. There we go. So I got chicken, mushrooms, onion, salsa. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think it's just like a... Someone was saying I should bake it with shredded cheese on top. Yeah. What if I just like put in a tortilla? But yeah, I think I'll bake it. I just turned my oven back on. So I think that's what we'll do. What time is it? 7:15? Alright. My time anyways. Do we eat anything that doesn't have zucchini? Why the fuck would you? And yes, all the time. In fact, the last couple of times that I streamed cooking show, I spent so much time cooking whatever on a stream that by the time I got done it was so late that I just ordered Domino's. What's my favorite food to cook? What's up, everybody? Ooh, put on rice is not bad, dude. I'm just gonna throw in the cream cheese now. My favorite thing to cook? I really like making that cornbread chili I made. We'll make a stir fry. Years ago, I used to make pizza completely from scratch, including the cheese sauce, dough, whatever, and then put whatever toppings on. I loved doing that. I haven't made pizza. Really, what I love to make is cookies, and I've not made cookies on this Zucchini Boiz project yet. But as I was saying earlier, that is coming. The cookies are coming. C-O-M-I-N-G. I know that with Whitest Kid stuff, you have to make that, distinction. Anyways, so yeah, That's what I love to make, and more cookie baking is going to be happening on this stream soon. I think for the next week or two I'll make more dinners, then we'll be into like Halloween and sweet season, and we'll get a little more desserty up in here. So, this is great. I'm using up all this stuff. And hopefully the chicken doesn't kill me. I don't think it's old enough to... I mean, people used to keep their food in a fucking hole in the ground with ice in it. And died when they were 42. But the point still stands, sort of. You're a real dirty slut for snickerdoodles. Add zucchini to your butt. Okay. Okay, so the cheese that I've made, I've only ever made one kind of cheese, and it was just from a book I was reading, a very simple mozzarella recipe. It literally just takes half an hour. You pour a bunch of milk in a pot, and you get it boiling. And then you add citric acid. I want to make it on stream sometime, because I just need to track down some of the weirder ingredients. Citric acid and rennet. I forget which one you do first. Anyways, and then you kind of stir it and it starts separating. And then you squeeze out the whey, and you take the curds and form them with some salt and stuff into mozzarella. I'll get a P.O. box eventually. You should make apple butter? Yeah. You should get a team of writers. I don't even know what... You know what? I know we all love that joke, and I didn't write that joke. The other guys wrote it, because like we discussed on a stream one time, like, there's a lot of Timmy jokes and Timmy sketches that were really the guys writing what they think I am versus what I really am. So I don't have any fucking clue what apple butter is. Obviously it involves apples and butter, right? I don't know. I kind of thought it was like applesauce. And by the way, that's not a complaint when I say they wrote what they thought I am versus what I really am, because that's how we all kind of did our... That's what happened to all 5 of us on the show. Cats don't eat apples. Okay. Do I make much soup? You know what? No, but last week I made 2 soups, so yes. I made butternut squash soup the other day. Out of real butternut squash. Just boiled it, peeled it and cut it in chunks and boiled it. Along with some onion. And you boil it in broth. And then once that's all done, you just blend it up. So this actually, you need to stir this, but that's the butternut squash soup. It's really good. Very simple. It's pretty much just butternut squash, broth, onion, and salt and pepper. Anyways, let's see how fucking Project Mesh shit is going. Alright, I think this is cooked through. I want to see how cooked the onions and mushrooms are. And then I'm just going to do what somebody suggested, I forget who, sorry, and sprinkle cheese all over the goddamn place. And then be done with it. Well, bake it, and then be done with it. Okay. Yeah, thank you for whoever read giving some... Yeah, so dude, this is the 3 recipe zucchini boys, because I was literally minutes away from being done. Like, gonna finish chewing my food and then be like, peace. Then we got raided and like 300 or 400 more people show up, so I'm like, let's give them a show. So if you're wondering what the fuck is happening, I don't know either, because what I did is I just grabbed a bunch of stuff out of my fridge that I need to get rid of. Threw it in this cast iron, which is one I borrowed from someone, so I hope I don't fuck it up. Not, I mean, that's the cool thing about cast irons, you kind of can't fuck them up, but, anyways, so I threw all this stuff in there, and someone suggested just, cook them all together and then top it off with some shredded cheese and throw it in the oven. So, here's what we got. Here's what we're going to do. This is maybe too old shredded chicken. Mushrooms, onions, cream cheese, salsa, and a little butter and olive oil on the bottom. And then with some mozz and cheddar on top. And we're just going to bake it in there for like 5 minutes. Probably all we need. Cool. Doesn't like what? I mean, I kind of kid around about not liking all the beans and hot dogs references, but, you know, that's a beautiful font, Timothy? What font? Oh, yeah, I didn't do that. Sam made that. He's really good at stuff. And really, I think we might change it, though, because now I've decided the official name of this program is Zucchini Boys, so... Any particular technique for keeping the cast iron in good maintenance? We skirted that issue and didn't talk about it yet. So, pretty free and fancy free and easy with that. Excuse me while I pop a fresh, cold, sparkling water like a fucking fuckboy. Anyways, I've not seen the Tremors doc. Crock pots are great. I actually have an Instant Pot that I love. I haven't used it much lately, but it's cool. Okay, cast iron. So, kind of scrape it out. I'll put a little water in it and, you know, maybe use a not very coarse thing to rub it out with. Rub it out. To wash it with, get the stuff out of there. And then, you know, but sometimes you use soap and water, but you just got to get that shit out of there. You know, that's the thing, is getting it out. And then often what I'll do if I use stuff to clean it, instead of just like wiping it with like a damp rag or something, if I actually use any water or anything, I will then season it some more, which means I'll get it clean, rub a little thin layer of oil in it, and just get it smoking, and then put it on high, get it smoking, turn it off, and just let it cool down right there. And that normally works pretty well. I also mentioned earlier that I one time put it, completely stripped it and redid it all, which was cool. You should shave your head for a hype train. You should, no, I love this fucking hair. Are you kidding me? I don't think cast iron pants are a gimmick. I like them. I am gonna rub it out right after we're done here, because again, standards and practices. Terms of service, that's what it is. Terms of service. Alright, so after this mystery mix is done, I'm going to go. So, how did you fix the cast iron pan? Well, I mean, I've never had to fix it, but so one time I, on purpose, burned all the seasoning off by cooking it in the oven on self-clean. I was following some directions I have. Maybe I'll post a link to that sometime too. And then what I did is I got flaxseed oil, which maybe I got rid of it because it got old. Anyways, I put flaxseed oil in there. A really high smoke point and everything. And it's supposed to be really great as far as the sciencey word for whatever enzymes are in it. Anyways, flaxseed oil is really good for seasoning cast iron pans if you can get it to coat. So, coated the whole thing. I stripped it by putting it in the oven on self-clean, right? Completely stripped it. It looked like it was not black anymore. It was like the color of the spatula, okay? And then I put it in the oven on self-clean for hours, whatever. It was completely gray when I pulled up. And then I rubbed it all over with flaxseed oil. Put it in the oven again at whatever, maybe 500 degrees or something. Pretty hot. And did its thing, and then did that over and over like 4 times. And really had a very nice body on it. I should do that again sometime. But, dude, I rub more than one out every day. Okay, this guy seasons. That's advanced level shit. All right. Yeah, I haven't done that in a while. T.R. Taylor, I've seen you ask the question 100 times, so I hate it when I answer these, but it is kind of a funny question. Give her a blanket, idiot. Take your blanket off. Timmy steaks medium rare, pan fried, or other? Medium rare. I'll pan fry it, whatever. The venison that I cooked tonight was even thinner than I was planning. I've never cooked venison before, so it ended up kind of being cooked through, but it's still pretty moist. Maybe a little chewy on the chewy side, but very good. Yeah. Thank you, polymers. Thank you, Chimney Bleep. Polymerization. Hey, what's up, Ralph Wiggum? Yes, I believe it is better to season the pan in the oven because it can season everything evenly. Whereas when I season it on here, I'll just wipe on the main surface because that's going to smoke generally at the same time. But if you get on the sides and stuff, that stuff doesn't smoke right away. Then you get... So that's not as hot as the other stuff, but you still want to turn off so the other stuff doesn't burn. So then you got nice polymerized oil on the bottom and sticky shit on the side. So when I do that, I kind of just do it on the surface. I'm excited to see what this looks like, you guys. I wonder if I'm burning it right now. No, that's all right. Venison's good. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Someone said thanks for staying and talking to us. Well, thank you guys for rating me. I didn't notice who did it. I'm not smart enough to tell. Also, thank you to everyone who's watched this chaos. And also, thank you to everyone subscribing and doing all the good support shit. We appreciate it. All right. Oh, you want to see this, don't you? Where's my good hot glove? There it is. The good hot glove that my mom gave me. Okay, so This is the crazy random thing I made because we got raided. This is, you got melted mozz and cheddar on top. Shredded chicken that was possibly too old to eat, but we'll see. Mushrooms, onions, salsa, and I had a little olive oil and butter in there to start with. So, plus, this is the pan I cooked the venison in earlier. So it's got some venison drippings, most likely. Yeah. I have a mom? Yes. Okay, so, stupid questions get, I wouldn't say stupid answers, but definitely half-witted answers. Okay, well, I'm just going to try a little bit of this on a plate. Man, I'm kind of glad you guys can't see the stack of insanity that is my to-do dishes. Alright, so I'm going to try a little, let's make sure I get a little bit of everything in here. Excuse me, I burped from the sparkling water in the can. Okay. Alright. So, here it is. It's, it's hanging off the thing. It's chicken, cheese, mushrooms, onion. What kind of exercise do I do? Jerking off. When I am trying to lose weight like right now, I will ride my bike more often. So, dude, carving a zucchini for Halloween would be really funny. Yeah, the thing is, here's the problem. Finding, hey, thank you to everybody else who's subscribing and throwing in money right now. Very cool. Anyways, the big zucchini are going to be hard to find now. Like the zucchini that I got tonight were not from the zucchini that I've been using the last couple weeks because those are gone. So the ones I got tonight were, for the chili recipe, were little. They're only that big. I mean, you could, I'm not good enough with my hands to carve that. So, you know, show your dishes? No, maybe next time. Can I pop some epic wheelies on my bike? Maybe a little bit fap as a sport. Zucchini season is over, but I mean, it's fucking 2020. You can get whatever you want, whenever you want it. But the big zucchinis, the nice fresh ones out of your buddy Lee's garden, those are gone. So, carving a tiny one. Yeah, this plate is little, isn't it? It's funny. Or maybe I'm much bigger than you thought. I'm not. All right, well, I need to grab another fork because I don't know where mine went. Oh, I'm almost out of forks. Okay, let's try this. So this is the mystery food. Again, if you're just joining us, what happened is the main goal tonight was to make cornbread top chili, which I'll show one more time because I'm almost done streaming. So, cornbread top chili was successful, and I ate some, and it was fucking delicious. So I made that. Now, I promised once we hit the hype train, I was going to make a second thing. And I had a plan for that, actually, because a friend gave me venison today, so I fried up some venison strips. I actually think I went a little too far and cooked them too much, but they're still very tasty. And then, so I thought I was done, and then we got raided by like a whole bunch of people. So I was like, well, shit, if they just showed up, I was about to be done. Let's do something else. So I threw a bunch of leftovers from my fridge into this pot. And then someone suggested I throw melted cheese on top. Well, I need to use melted cheese too, so I threw that on top and made this. So now we're going to taste this. It's got salsa, chicken, mushroom, onions, a little bit of olive oil and butter, and topped it with melted cheddar and mozz. So, okay. It tastes really good. It's a nice, smooth, just very simple thing. And the chicken tastes alright. I think it's fine. I don't think I'll die. So anyways. Timmy does love Jack. Good call. Alright. That's pretty good. I think what I'll do tomorrow for lunch is take I have little frying pans. I'll put a little frying pan on one of my burners. Turn it on to just like 1 or 2. Get it just kind of warm. Throw a tortilla on there, maybe with a tiny bit of oil. And get it warmed up. Warm up some of this stuff in the microwave. Throw it on there. It'll be good. Put some more hot sauce on there. Probably. Being that everything else leans towards a more Latin thing, I'll put on some Cholula on there tomorrow. Be good. Okay. There's a piece of this chicken that's not good. Spit that in my garbage. But that was just the chicken itself. I don't think it's because it's old. I'll try one more piece of this stuff. One more bite and see if it's good. I would love to take you on a bike ride with the stream. I gotta figure that out. That involves a lot of gear that I don't have yet. Oh, that's a good idea about doing a fridge list. Everyone take a cookie. Have a nice day. Hey, thanks, Proctor Oak. I hope everybody that randomly showed up in here from the raid has enjoyed themselves. You know what? This thing is not bad. I mean, but, you know, here's the thing. It's got salsa and cheese, and I cooked it in butter, so how could it be bad? All right. Well, another cooking stream has been successful. Fuck, did we just freeze? Are we freezing? All right. What am I doing? All right. Yeah, it's about 7:30. I tend to make these things about 2 hours long, so we're at 2 hours. Oh, also, quick, one more cooking tip. Fucking turn off your burners when you're done cooking. Idiot. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks to all the subscribers, the people gifting subscriptions, and everybody else following and doing everything else to help us make this movie coming up. We really are going to make it. So I'll be back next week. No, I'm not going to do this every day. I have way too much other shit going on in my life to do this every day. It'd be fun, though. Zach does stream Dark Souls every day from about 2 to 5 Eastern time. Or Dark Souls or other video games. Sam and his brother show up sometimes. And every Saturday night we do all 5 of us for Self-Suck Saturday. Trevor and Zach also do something on Fridays called News Boys, but nobody watches that. But that's on Friday nights. I'm sure one of you motherfuckers is going to tell them I was cracking wise and they're going to prank call me now or something. Anyways, and I'll be doing this every Thursday early evening like I did. So that's it. Thanks everybody. Love you very much. And this time, oh yeah, I got to rate somebody. I forgot how to do that. You know what? I don't know if I can right now because I don't have access into the... I actually don't have laptop access to this right now. Fuck. I actually don't think I can raid somebody. Let me see. The thing is I was logged out of the Whitest Kids thing and couldn't get logged back in. Maybe if I do this real quick, Sam will shoot me the token. But maybe the last token I used worked? I don't know, man. My prank call on Trevor was fun. Thank you. I'm so bad. All right. Anyways, guys, I love you very much. I'm just going to get out of here for now. Thank you so much for watching me cook. And if you didn't know, I started cooking right after I threw up. And someone in the chat, I forget all the names, someone in the chat helped me figure out that's because I double steeped a green tea. I did one, only about this much water with 2 bags of green tea. Fucked you up. Fucked me up. I had to puke a little bit. Been good now. Made 3 goddamn dinners. And there we go. All right. So have a good night, everybody. And I love you.